Welcome back everybody to a new video. This is gonna be a big one, a good one, because I intend on showing this video 20, maybe even 30 years from now as my career and my decision to start this channel comes full circle. Now, what am I gonna talk about? I'm gonna talk about the fact that starting a YouTube channel and consistently creating content will be, and already is, by design, the best decision that I has ever made in my life. And I'm going to explain why. The idea is that I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to quit. That's how I'm going to distinguish myself from others in this field of content creation. I'm not saying I'm gonna always upload one video a week, or even sometimes I might go months without uploading, which I don't think will be the case, but you never know, life happens. But I do believe, and I am committed, to always stay active on this channel, because what I want to achieve is that the people that will be watching me 10, 20, 30 years from now will be able to literally scroll back through my timeline of life, go all the way back to when I was an insecure kid at the age of 28, having just moved to Barcelona, and that they were able to chronologically follow my progression, my train of thought, my philosophy along the way, and most importantly, that they'll be able to witness and watch firsthand where my philosophy and my way of thinking and my adaptation to the things in life has gotten me. Obviously, this is all assuming that I'm not going to die in the next couple of years, so if I do die, obviously that's outside of my control and I won't be able to fulfill that promise, but I'll be dead anyway, so fuck it, right? The point is this, and it's something that has been on my mind for quite a long time. One of the biggest frustrations that I have with YouTube as a whole is that a lot of people basically give out shitty advice. Now, the thing about bad advice is that usually it takes some time to realize and figure out that it was bad advice to begin with, because a lot of things may sound really good and appealing in the short term, and it's not until later on that we're actually able to look back at it and say, that was terrible advice. And I'll give you a very clear example, to know what I'm talking about, in the form of fitness content and the YouTube fitness industry, right? There's a bunch of people, men, whatever, well, I'm sure women as well, but I'm mostly talking about men, that have built their channel, that have gained their popularity on the backs of their physique, right? And a lot of times they've gotten this physique by either using steroids or following unhealthy eating patterns. So they basically max out on looking good. So people see them looking good and they're like, I want to look like them. They look great, so I'm going to follow their advice. So these guys make videos about diet and nutrition and training styles, training programs, and a lot of people copy it and mimic it and will take their advice serious because they look good. 3 years down the line, these assholes that have been dieting and have been in a caloric deficit for the majority of their time and that have been abusing steroids and have been training like idiots, all of a sudden come out with a video talking about, I gotta jump on TRT, which means testosterone replacement therapy, because my test levels have dropped so low and they won't recover naturally, or I'm dealing with erectile dysfunction due to my diet and due to constantly basically undereating, and it's messed up my life. And then we'll applaud them. People will applaud them for being honest and being transparent, and we'll call them brave, when really all they've done since the start is handed out bad advice under the premise of a promise of success, really. The point I'm trying to make is this: how you are in X amount of time in the future basically validates, or the opposite, whether or not what you're putting out there is actually good, useful, constructive, and should even be listened to. So I intend on sharing my philosophy, my train of thought, my personal growth or demise through this channel for the next couple of decades to come. And I fully intend on being very healthy, strong, looking good, and having an accomplished life at the age of 50 or 60. So the thing is that I want people to be able to go back and see, like, how did he get there, right? And the same thing with what I was just talking about with those fitness guys is like, they'll make that video about erectile dysfunction or low natural testosterone levels 3 years in, but they'll still have 30 videos going viral in the algorithm talking about the recipes they eat and talking about their daily habits as it pertains to getting in shape. Meaning the very poison, the very toxic nonsense that caused them to end up needing medical assistance because they were idiots is still promoting their channel and is still luring in more subscribers. And that bugs me. And I want to do the opposite. And that's why I'm doubling down on the fact that I think I know what I'm doing, and I think that I spend a lot of time thinking about everything that I say on here and that I do, and this is nothing but, my personal truth combined with a lot of introspection, studying, paying attention to the world, to other people. And I want to make that claim right now. I want to proclaim and I want to tell you that I knew beforehand my biggest return of investment hasn't even begun yet. All of these videos that I make, like today, we're on the 2nd of May, 2022. I got 55,000 subscribers. I know for a fact. I don't really know that for a fact. I'm just trying to sound convincing, but I believe that in 20 to 30 years, my legacy and all the content I've created will be so much bigger because you will see where it started. And I just want to already share that right now, really. And at the same time, urge you to be careful with taking advice from people whose main goal is aesthetic beauty and status and looks. Because usually they're paying a very high price for that you're going to have to pay as well if you follow in their footsteps. Alright, that's the video. Comment below how you think this is going to turn out. Comment below how you think my YouTube career and my next 30 years will turn out. What do you think? Am I going to end up homeless? Living in the desert? Talking about I hate society? Doing ayahuasca and DMT every other week? Off the rails? Am I going to end up settling? Getting a couple of kids? A job at some marketing department? you guys let me know. I would love to hear. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with more content soon until death itself does us part. Peace out.
Hi, my name's Spencer. I'm a filmmaker from Chicago. I'm a person who struggled with anxiety, OCD, and mild depression for most of my life. I've seen many therapists and tried many different medications. Recently, I was kind of looking for something more, to get more motivated, to get more things done, and I had just come across Lorenzo's YouTube channel. I just started binge watching, and I became so inspired about his attitude, the way he goes about things, and he just seems so genuine, so intelligent, and I just decided to reach out because I thought if he could make it through everything that he had made it through and be succeeding so well now, that he must know something. And I can safely say he does. He's so much different than any other therapist I had seen before. I felt like more of a connection. I felt that everything that he was talking about with me was from experience that he had and not just something that he learned in a book. And I think that's the biggest difference that I could honestly say. So he's helped me so much with motivation, organizing my life, more confidence, and the biggest thing is to live in the moment. And I really appreciate what I have and who I'm with and what I'm doing when I'm doing it. And that was something I've never done before. So once again, I would like to highly recommend Lorenz, aka Wounded Viking. Please hit him up for life coaching.